everyone! Today we are doing a trash to treasure. This is a farmhouse trash to treasure. These are all thrifted items that I found recently at the thrift store. My name is April and I love farmhouse decor. I love trash to treasures and Dollar Tree DIYs. So if you're interested in seeing how I made everything here or how I transformed everything, then just keep watching. Hi everyone, my name is April. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a trash to treasure with some thrifted items that I recently picked up at the thrift store, and we are going to be painting and distressing and adding some decals and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm also going to be showing you how to do the pink and white and red buffalo check. I've never done it before. I think it's beautiful and perfect for Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in that, just keep watching. But before we get started, really quick, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your kind words, your support. I just appreciate you guys so much. So thank you. My cat just came down here. Come here by my feet. So thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much that means to me. I know that it was annoying how I went on and on about the tassels, but you guys were still super sweet. So I really appreciate that, and no more going on and on about our tassels. We'll just make them, we'll do the best we can, and then we'll move on. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so this is everything that we're starting with. As usual, I way underestimated how much time it would take to redo everything, so I didn't get to the candle holders in this video, and this video was still super long. I didn't intend for it to be so long, but the little dollhouse shelf, I think it's adorable. I got it at the Goodwill a couple weeks ago, and I showed that to you in a previous video, and I think it's so cute. Somebody just took some cardboard and then hot glued like pieces of stock paper, craft paper, whatever, all over the back of it. The candle holders, I'm showing you the prices here. I got both of those. All of this stuff I think I got on different shopping trips, so I can't remember where I got everything. Pretty sure it was the Goodwill, and then we have a thrift store here called St. Vincent de Paul. I don't know if that's local or if it's, you know, all over. This is like a bag holder. It has a hole underneath and you can put plastic bags in it and then pull them out. I think that's what it's for. If it's made for something else, then let me know, because I have no idea. That was a bag of little wood doll heads that I got a long time ago at a yard sale. I want to make some more farmhouse beads with. These are little wooden hearts. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I got them at the thrift store last weekend. And I also got this wood sign, which is actually a dresser drawer cover, like the front of a dresser drawer. So if you ever need to make a wood sign, you can just pull off the dresser drawer of an old dresser. I thought that was really cool. That chair my mom got for me. It's beautiful and I've had it for a while. I was nervous about redoing it because I wasn't sure how to redo the cushion, but that is everything we're starting with. And so for DIY number 1, we're going to go ahead and start with the bag box or bag container. I don't know what to call it. So I just started off by trying to remove the stickers on the back. I ended up having to sand them off, and then I did take the hinges off. I unscrewed them, took those off. I thought it would be way easier to paint. Plus I wanted to paint the wood white and I wanted to do the hinges black. So I used my Waverly chalk paint in the color white, linen white, and just painted it white, really super simple. And then I set that aside to dry, and I did do 2 coats. So after the first coat dried, I put a second coat on, and then I decided to go ahead and paint the sign and start on that. I just removed the sticker and then painted that white as well. I paint a lot of things white, and there's two reasons. One, I love farmhouse decor. I love farmhouse decor. It's my very favorite. But the second reason is because my house is older, and so the carpets are blue, at least in the living room, upstairs and downstairs, and you know, the wood is like dark, and so I like things to be white to brighten it up in here. So that's the second reason. So this is DIY number 2. We're gonna do the chair, and like I said, I was nervous to do this because this is such a cute chair. I love the detail on the back of the top, and I didn't want to mess it up. So to start with, I just put some painter's tape all the way around and painted it white. And this is the first time I used an actual chalk paint brush. I was excited because those brushes are expensive. It was like $10 for that paintbrush, but normally I just use really cheap ones that you can get at Walmart for like, I don't know, 75 cents or whatever they are. And it did work a lot better. And the bristle hair didn't fall out as bad. So it was really nice to use that paintbrush. So I just painted 2 coats of white, and then once everything dried, I started working on the cushion. This is some fabric that I got last summer at a yard sale. I love the colors and all the patterns on it, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And I think I paid like 25 cents. That's the reason I grabbed it. It was so cheap, and I thought it would be really pretty on this chair cushion. So I just kind of used my fingers and took a pencil and felt as I went around the shape of the chair and drew a line and then cut it out. And then once it was cut, once I was done with that, I peeled off the tape, and then I decided to go ahead and rip off that, whatever you call it, riffraff, what do you call that stuff? That stuff, so that I could get the material glued down into the edge. I just thought it would look a lot nicer than trying to hot glue on top of that, since I was going to be using hot glue. And so that's what I started doing, was just hot gluing it down. I didn't know how else to do this with the way that this cushion is in here. I did not want to risk trying to tear it apart because I thought there's no way I would be able to get it back together and make it look nice. So I'm really, really so excited and so happy with the way it turned out, for it being my first time doing something like this. And the fact that I did just hot glue it, I think it turned out so pretty. And so I hot glued everything, and I made sure to like pull it tight as I was hot gluing it. You know, I wanted it to be able to be used and for you to actually be able to sit on it and everything, not just for looks. This is some burlap ribbon from burlapfabric.com. They sent me a huge roll, and I absolutely love it. It's such good quality. And so I decided to use that to glue around the edges, and I love the way it looks. Here I was going to paint the rose pink and just paint the petals green, but then when I looked at it, I just didn't think it looked right, because I felt like there needed to be yellow to tie in with the yellow on the seat. I don't know why. To me, it just didn't look right. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it looked better like that? I personally think once I painted it yellow, it just transformed the whole chair. I think it looks so pretty, and especially after I distressed it, I just think this chair turned out so cute. I'm just really proud of myself, because like I said, I've never done anything like this before. If you can see that stool right there up in the corner, I did that a long time ago when I very first started my channel, and I still use it. And anyway, that was all I had to say about that. There's a stool, I made it, I use it, so I do use this stuff. And so I just sanded everything, and I did sand it by hand. I do have a sander, but my garage is really full right now, and I need to get a space cleared out so that I can use my sander and stuff like that. I just think it turned out so pretty. Now the edges are not perfect. I mean, where the curve of the chair is. It's not perfect, but it just turned out really, really good. I'm really happy with it. I think it's so cute. And I gave it back to my mom. She really liked it, so she took it home with her. And I think the yellow rose is so beautiful. But let me know, do you guys think, do you like it better yellow, or do you think I should have left it pink? And I did put some polyurethane gloss over it to protect it, and that also made it look a lot nicer too once I put that clear coat on there. So back to our little bag container. I painted the little hinges black and then screwed them back on, and then I did distress this. I didn't show it on camera. I didn't figure you guys would want to watch me, you know, paint and distress things over and over and over, but I did distress it. And I just printed off the word bags with my Cricut, made a little decal. I will be doing something to the top of it though, because I think it's just too plain. I did hang this on my wall in my kitchen. I should have showed you guys, but I am going to use it because I always save my Walmart bags, and I use them all the time. And so I thought this was really neat. But see, I did distress it there, but I still think it's a little too plain for my taste. I do want to do something to the top. I thought I could like paint the top buffalo check, or maybe just a different color. But anyway, DIY number 3, we're going to go ahead and work on the dollhouse shelf. And so all I did was remove the little garland banner, which I was going to put back on here, and I totally forgot about it because I set it aside and then I forgot about it. But I removed that and then took the back off and just tore all the little things that were hot glued on the back, tore those off, and figured I would use that piece of cardboard, since it was already the perfect size, to glue my wood on. I love shiplap. I love shiplap. So I wanted to give this, the backing, like a shiplap look. So I went to Home Depot, and you can get, like, I can't remember how many are in the pack, like 10 or 12, a pack of paint sticks for like $1 each. And so well, I'm getting way ahead of myself. So first I painted everything white, of course. And so I gave it 2 good coats of white, and then I started working on the backing. Here's the paint sticks, and so you can get a bundle for like $1 at Home Depot. I'm sure other places sell them too. I'm pretty sure Walmart sells them. And so I used my little miter box kit that I also got at Home Depot for like $15, and just kind of measured how I wanted these to be. I'm not happy with how I glued them on though. I wish I would have taken the time to cut them down smaller and to actually stagger them like real shiplap boards, but oh well, I still like it. I think it's really cute. So I cut them down and then just kind of measured, and then I hot glued them on. And I did kind of leave a little gap in between each one because, like I said, I wanted it to have that like shiplap look. And so I hot glued them all on, and then I painted them white. And I did not have quite enough with the 2 packs. I did have to use 1 extra paint stick, or 2 extra paint sticks, I think. And I got a new hot glue gun too. I just bought that little hot glue gun off Amazon. It's actually a mini one. They have a bigger one and a smaller one. Kat from According to Kat, I was telling her I love her hot glue gun. She has one like that. I think hers is the full size though, but I just got that and I really like it. It's neat because it has a little stand on it. And I think I paid like $12 for it. But anyway, here I am gluing. I just used Gorilla wood glue to glue the back on. And I just started stacking a bunch of stuff on top of it to give it some weight so that it would hold together better. And then, of course, that was not very smart because everything fell. But while that was drying, I decided to go ahead and work on my decal for the top. I decided to do Home Sweet Home with my Cricut, and I used the font The Skinny. And so I just created it, kind of measured it out and then created it, and used some more of the vinyl that I have from Arteza. I'm not sure which way to say that. I think it's Arteza, but I hear most people say Arteza, so I have no idea, but it's really good quality vinyl. And so here is what it looks like once it's glued on. I think it's super cute. I just wish that I had taken the time to do it, you know, different, like actual shiplap. But so I peeled off my little decal and put on the Home Sweet Home, and I think it's so adorable. I love it. I just love that Rae Dunn looking font. I'm really into that right now. I think it's so cute. And so once that was on, I thought it would be cute to have like a little wreath hanging down. So I went to Walmart this weekend and got some cheap little floral greenery stuff and used some of that I picked up at Walmart to create my little wreath. This is what I got at Walmart, and I think I show the price. It was like $2.48 for that bundle. I don't like the little plastic yellow things. I'm gonna cut those off, but I was just looking for greenery that was small enough to create a little mini wreath, so I just laid it out, and then I used a pipe cleaner or Chanel stem, whatever you call those, and hot glued the greenery on and created my little wreath. And then once I had my wreath done, I used some more of that burlap ribbon and just cut a little piece off and hot glued it to the top of the roof underneath, and I think it's so cute. And that's all I did. Oh no, I did distress this. I'm not really loving the way it looks distressed, just because you can see some of that blue paint underneath, but you know, it's fine. I'm super happy with this. I think it's adorable. And Nicole from the Week's Nest gave me the idea to use it to hold my essential oils, which I'm totally going to do. I think that's an awesome idea. Right here, just for the video, I grabbed some little tea light candles and stuck those on there. But for DIY number 4, we're going to go ahead and do our pink and red and white buffalo check for this sign. I've never done this before, but you do it just the same as the black and white and the red and black buffalo check. You start by laying down 3 pieces of tape, just like I'm showing, and then you remove the middle one, and you want to make sure you start with your first tape in the middle, and you do that all the way across. And then for this pattern, you want to start out with your pink color, and I used some folk art paint, and the color, I think it's like Victorian. I'll show it to you here in just a second. So I used, I put on 1 coat of that, and then I use a blow dryer for this. Otherwise, this will take you forever, and unless you're a really patient person, you probably won't want to do this unless you have some way to dry it, so you can do it all in one setting. So I put my first coat of the pink on, and then you remove your tape and you do the exact same thing in the opposite direction. Start in the middle and lay 3 pieces down, remove the middle one, go all the way across. And this time you're going to make a brighter pink color by I added a little bit of crimson red to my pink until I was happy with the color and just made it a brighter pink color. And then you put that down, and then you want to leave your tape on. You want to dry it, and then you want to put your tape back in the original spot that it was before, which you can either do by, you should be able to see the lighter stripes where I'm laying it down. You can see, even though you can't on camera, in person you can see. So lay it back down exactly where it was, and then paint the red, and then remove everything, and it turns out so cool. I love it. So here is, I just printed the word love in like the Rae Dunn font off of canva.com, canva.com, and then just on regular printer paper, cut it down and laid it on my sign. And here I'm going to show you how to use the graphite paper that you can also get from Arteza off of their website, which I will have linked below if you're interested, and you can also get 10% off. I have a coupon code, but this is the graphite paper. I think this stuff is so cool, and you get this big pack, and so I just took out one piece and then cut it apart so that I could use it for each of my letters. And you lay the darker, shinier part down, and it's transfer paper. So you cut it apart, and then you put your letter on top, like I'll show you, and then you just tape it down, or I tape mine down because I don't want to risk it moving around and then, you know, my words or letters getting messed up. And then once it's taped down, you just take anything sharp. You can use a pen, a pencil. I used a pencil, or anything. I've used the back of a paintbrush before, just something sharp. And you don't have to do it like, I don't know why I was doing that, going back and forth. You can just draw like normal, and you just kind of try to press down a little hard there. Now I'm doing it right. And trace your letter. And then when you pull it up, it's so cool. See that? It works so good. And it doesn't smear or anything. I love this stuff. So I will be using this all the time. If you don't have a Cricut, this is perfect. Even though I do have a Cricut, I'm still going to use this too. If I don't feel like, you know, dragging out my laptop and setting up my Cricut. But so here I started with a Sharpie, but it wasn't working very good. So I did switch to black paint and just filled everything in with paint, and that is it. And I think it turned out really, really cute. I love it. And that's everything. That's how everything turned out. So I'm really, really happy with everything. I think everything turned out adorable. And that's just a little truck from the Dollar Tree that they have right now for Valentine's Day. And again, I just want to say thank you to you guys so much for being so awesome in the comment section of my last video. Seriously, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. If you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe if you like videos like this. I love doing Trash to Treasures. I love Farmhouse Decor. And I also have some really fun collabs coming up in the month of February. So I would like it if you guys would subscribe if you want to. And maybe next time I will paint something a different color besides white. Maybe we'll try something different. But anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Bye.